Dermot Blastland, non-exec director of On the Beach. I worked for John Lewis as a trainee in their Southampton branch, but while I was working there, did some more O-levels and A-levels, and then went off to do business studies at Bournemouth in tourism. So got that, and then joined Thompson Holidays as a graduate trainee many moons ago. Then while I was there, qualified as an accountant as well. Then really have been in travel ever since. So Thompson's, qualified there, left them for about 15 months to work for the people who make Andrex toilet paper, so got used to Labrador puppies and all of that stuff, but found that really boring. Went back to Thompson's in the finance, and then moved into product, launching Thompson Cities, Thompson Worldwide, then became managing director of Portland Holidays, their direct sale company, and then left Thompson's again to go to a company called Owners Abroad. That became First Choice Holidays. That then merged with where I started, with Thompson's, and formed TUI UK. Then I left them, having completed the merger of Thompson's and First Choice, and then got a phone call to become a non-exec On the Beach. On the Beach is the largest organiser of online beach holidays. Specialises in beach, as is its title, so customers go on, book the flight, and then it oversees all the bed banks, and it's doing really, really well. It's growing because if you look at beach holidays from the UK in the Mediterranean, the Canaries, online is growing as a percentage of people booking, and of course that's all that On the Beach does. So On the Beach is a online travel agent, but the sector of customers choosing to do it online is growing for beach holidays, because they know the flights, they know the resorts, they tend to know the hotels they want to go to. So one is to grow, to continue to grow and improve profitability. So what On the Beach has done is improve its choice. A couple of years ago, they completely revamped the website and the selection criteria. Now they're clearly, one of the options is to look at rolling that model into other destinations with similar characteristics. Sweden would be a good example, or Germany, where I think that type of product is not as freely as available. It's not as advanced as the UK. I think it's the UK with On the Beach, Travel Republic, Last Minute, and so forth. Well, you can only judge their behaviour. I think what's happened is they're looking for value. I think they're less tolerant of poor quality. But I mean, and on the Beach's position clearly is that you can choose a flight, choose a hotel, and get a pretty good holiday, significantly cheaper than the conventional way of doing it. I think you can see the success of Thompson's with all its products, but with holiday villages and Centre Story, but they are expensive. You are paying a lot of money really for the extra that they add. So I think customers are saying it's value. It's a driver all the time, but particularly in the market On the Beaches, which is quite family dominated and all inclusive. So, and I mean, taking kids on holiday is a very challenging and very expensive thing, as you well know. I think trends are going to be really what they are. I don't think there's anything that's suddenly going to appear that's a new trend. I think that the constant drive for value is going to remain. I can't see. It's still a relatively expensive amount of money out of people's disposable income, and therefore they'll continue to look for value. And value, I think, is that combination of not being cheap. It's interesting. I think cheap and nasty's finished, because the word of mouth, social media. If you don't do a good job, really you don't do your company proud. So you've got to be really cool on that front. Later booking maybe, but I think that depends on your economic circumstances. So if you really know what you want good quality, you still look for the best price, but you book early. But so you might see a polarisation of sort of it almost the traditional peak booking might become not so much. You'll get very early booking, okay booking in the so-called peak, and then actually a strong late. Because people can research so much and the internet provides lots of information, I think it cuts. I've been working as in many sectors since I've left TUI, and it's quite interesting. In all areas, I think the challenge is the same. You've got to know your customer, what their needs are, and then service them well. and don't just treat them once. You know, because the cost of acquiring a customer, getting a customer to ring you or book with you online or walk into your shop, and then not actually keep up a relevant dialogue. So I think it's going. I think you can see it in independent travel agents. You're seeing it at On the Beach. You're seeing it at TUI. The sophistication of facilities given to people to help them choose the right holiday, look after them, and being able to tailor things so that you really do have a fantastic holiday. But it's not now. It is actually giving service to people and allowing them as much as possible within their budget to tailor, have all the bits and pieces that are appropriate for them. I always think it's, again, doesn't change. Make sure you get your facts. You know, if you've got ideas, get the numbers, because it's a very competitive business. Margins are not great, so success comes to those who really run themselves efficiently and know their customers and don't waste money, because you can't pass it through into the price. So and the other thing which I've enjoyed all the time is to say you've just got to have fun all the time with it and work for good people or work with good people. Now, you can't do anything if you've got a duffer that you happen to currently work with, but get away from them as fast as you can. I feel like skiing. I suspect France, and quite like France for summer holidays, but I think the best all-round destination, I still think, is Mallorca. Italy's a good runner-up. Or Portofino or something. But no, Mallorca, I think, offers, you can have a luxury holiday, you can have a villa, you can have a family, you can have a quiet, it's just a fabulous place.